What's up, guys? Today I have the 830 up, and then I'm adjusting the coilovers because I got a new M3 rack, and basically this side was like half an inch lower than the other side, so I decided to lift it up, and then lift it up and kind of adjust it like straight how it was, and then like I noticed like a few things with the coilovers, so I just decided to do a update review because I did do a review when I first got these coilovers about a year ago. I want to say it was about a year. Yeah, a little bit over a year, maybe a year and a half. I think a year and a half. I got these coilovers when I installed them, and they did alright for the first, I want to say like 7 months, and then after, like, you can kind of feel the difference. Like, they're not really the same. But when I lifted it up, I noticed like I would always, every time I turn the steering wheel, I would hear like a kind of like a cracking noise from like this side. Now I noticed this side, how these coilovers work is that it's not like, it's basically a spring with like an adjustment. So it's not really like coilover, but like that's what they call them. So it turns out like where this part is, where like you could adjust it, that piece was like, it wasn't tight. It was just like spinning around by itself, and I couldn't get like to adjust the spring. So I tightened it down. So this was loose from like driving the car around and stuff. Even the ring, the bottom ring was a bit loose. So I got it all tightened up. But then I noticed one thing, which I don't think it's on this side, but it's on the other side. And I've noticed it before. The rear springs, and I think these ones are doing it too, the rear springs just sit on each other. And like, I mean, like, if these are the springs, it's just like this, because like the spring kind of just lost like the force I used to have. I don't think it, well, the car is lifted up now, but not sure if you can see it through the spoke. But yeah, when I have it lowered, it would just sit on top of each other, which kind of is pointless, because what, like, what's the point of the spring if it's just sitting? And it became really bouncy. So the right quality just went really bad. And like for 1 year, I don't know if you consider that new or old, but to me, like, with the race lines that we had on the 836, those like lasted a lot better, and then like we had them for 3 years on the car. Never had a problem with them. Here you can tell. I don't know if you can see it, but like the paint is chipping basically. Okay, right there. You can kind of see it because the spring just sits on each other at this point, and like there's like scratches right here, which you can tell when like you hit something bumpy, like a bump or something, they kind of just like rub on each other, which, I mean, that's not good. So if you're thinking of buying coilovers, I suggest don't go with something like around the $300-400 range. Go with like something more expensive, like try to like get BC coilovers, or something else within the range, like ground control. Unless you really like don't have any other choice, I would suggest going with Raceland. Don't go with these, I forgot the name of these, but it's like a German brand. It's like a 20-year-old brand. Like, so I thought like, what I thought was like, oh, it's, it's an old brand, it's probably trusted. I read a lot of good reviews, so I ended up buying them. But then it turns out they make good coilovers for every car except E30s. So pretty shitty coilovers. Other than that, if I were you, just go with the race lines. Anyways, guys, I got the car down. I just put it down right now. I checked. Both sides are the same. I don't want to raise it too high or put it too low. Just kind of put it like this where it kind of has room. But at the same time, like when I turn the wheel all the way out, because this would be a problem when I would turn it and then go over like a bump or something. Like it used to just hit the fender. So I turned it, I checked, it's all good. And then thinking of lowering, I'm not sure what to do, but the back kind of has the same, but the wheels do tuck in a little bit more. So I'm not sure, like the front is a little bit lower because BMWs are kind of like the wheel, what do you call that? It's kind of lower. So what do you guys think? If, like, I'm not sure if I should lower this side and have the whole frame like equal, and then like the back wheel's kind of tucking a little. Not sure on that. Comment what you think. I'm debating on that still. I'm gonna test out how it drives for a few days. I like how it sits like that. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna test it out, see if I like it, and then probably keep it. If not, raise it up a little bit, and then get the alignment done. So that's it for today's video. End of the story is you get what you pay for. So if you buy like $300, $400 coilovers, at the end of the day, there's still $300, $400 coilovers. So choose wisely. Always look up reviews and stuff like that of what people have, because even if a brand is good, the coilovers they make for your car might not be good. Like for example, what happened to me, everybody said they were great coilovers, but then turns out for E30s, they're the worst coilovers to get. But they're still not bad. Had them for a year, might change them sooner or later. But that's it for today's video. Comment if you want to see any other videos about the E30. I have like a little bit of a idle problem. I'm gonna try to get that fixed, and then probably make a video. I think it's just the like rubber intake, so I'm gonna get that replaced. Comment what you think, if I should lower the back, keep the front how it is, and like, subscribe. Thank you guys. Peace out.